Welcome back to Pop-Up Tech Talks. I'm your host, Mike Turner, here at NetApp Insight 2017 Berlin with Isaac. Isaac, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm PS at Core, and here from Israel. We are the star partner for NetApp in Israel. Almost 70% of the customer in Israel going to Core.
Awesome. So we're chatting a little bit before this about customer complaints. They can be a bear, but they're still important because we got to address them at the end of the day. What are you seeing out in the field?
Usually customers complaining about performances. Usually sometimes the sizing of the system is not right, or their expectation of the system to do a certain amount of workload or IOPS in a certain amount of latency time. It's not what they are looking for, but it usually happens when customers doesn't use the system right. Sometimes they have like one volume or one LAN connected to an Oracle system or a SQL server, and they just like put in all the eggs in one basket. So it's like you can have one volume that can do up to 50,000 IOPS, and you're gonna get like 2.5 milliseconds, and the DBA guy gonna tell you it's a problem. I want to be in 1 milliseconds per second, and it's usually happens because the queuing on the waiting for IOPS on the system, on the virtual machine or the physical server, is more than the queue on the NetApp itself. So if you run a few quality of service commands for QoS, volume, statistic, performance show, or you will see concurrency of requests on the volume is lower the queue on the virtual machine or the application server. Usually this is the problem. So try spread out the LANs to, you have in the SQL server, I know you have a way that you can put one database on and more than one LANs. Sure. So you can spread up the queue and you're going to get better performances.
So let me follow up then. Follow up with this. How have you seen the IOPS challenge change with the implementation of Flash? How has the problem changed?
So everyone was back a few years ago, let's say, before the introduction of all Flash Fast, that the storage is always the bottleneck. The storage, you have a problem with performances, go to the NetApp. You have a problem with something is not done by a backup window, the NetApp is the problem. But now with Flash and the new NVMe system, yep. Usually the storage, it's much more faster even than the network. So if you have a problem, you just didn't size it right or you didn't configure it right, because this system can do so many IOPS in so little latency. So if you have a problem with all Flash Fast, you probably didn't size it right, or you probably didn't put thinking about it, or you put all the eggs in one spot. Try spread out the workload. Try always use more compute nodes. Just don't put all of the aggregates in just one node. Try to spread it out. 7-mode edge is done when you take in all one aggregate and put it in on one node, so you will have more space there. This scenario is gone. You have to use all the compute nodes, have an active aggregate for all of the node, and you will have much better performances.
Awesome. Well, thanks. Hopefully you guys can take some wisdom from Isaac here, and then we will see you next time on Pop-Up Tech Talks. Thanks.